Hello and welcome to another AIC video. This is going to be just a quick introduction. As you can see, I'm already working on it, but this is a 2008 Saab 9.3 wagon. It's a 2.0 turbo, which is the most common variant, front wheel drive. So we had that Hyundai Elantra hybrid for a little while, was offered more money than what I paid for it, so I sold it. And bought my wife this, which she loves, but it doesn't get very good gas mileage, and so she's kind of been wanting to get something that got better gas mileage. Had some money left over from selling the Elantra, and so I picked up this. I ordered it from Illinois. I had them send me a ton of pictures of it underneath and stuff, and I can't find any rust on it anywhere, so I went ahead and bought it. It took like a month to get to me finally. There's a ton of paperwork to deal with, and a stupid airplane. Anyways, that's my life here. Stupid airplanes. Anyways, took like a month to get here. Paperwork, shipping, all that jazz. Got here, and it's a great car, but it had a couple of issues right off the bat. Number one being that I took it the day after it showed up, because it showed up like 10 o'clock at night. I took it, got an emissions test, and on the way back from the emissions test, the check engine light came on for a P0171 and a P0101 is a mass airflow sensor reading and lean on bank 1. I replaced the mass airflow sensor. That got rid of the one, but the other message came back, and so it took a little bit of time fixing it, mostly because I had to order a part. That's the one problem with a Saab or any car like this, is parts. And what ended up being is this check valve right here was slightly broken, but it hadn't come like apart until like the other day when it stalled on my wife. It came apart, caused the car to stall, scared my wife, but it was fine. He's literally doing circles over my head. Nothing I could do about that. Anyways, so had to order the part. Took 3 days to get here. I was able to use RTV to kind of glue the other one back together temporarily, because I knew this was on the way. Normally I wouldn't suggest doing that, but we barely drive, so for the few trips we needed the car for, it was fine. Taking my daughter to school and back, basically. So what I'm doing now is there's two other issues on this car that I need to address, or want to address. There's three issues. One is you fill this up with water, or whatever, and it just pours out the bottom. It leaks really bad, so I'm going to see if I can figure out what the leak is. The other problem I'm having is that it has a pretty significant oil leak, as you can see. Sorry for the mask, that was stuck to the bottom of my jacket. It has a pretty significant oil leak that I wasn't aware of. And then it has a little bit of a vibration when you're accelerating from a stop. So I think the CV axles might be toast on it, but I'm going to take a look at those, see if I can detect any play in them. And I'm going to look right now for the leak for this, and if I can determine where the leak for the oil is possibly coming from, I'm really just going to go up there, clean it up, so hopefully when I come back in a week I can detect any new leaks. Because if something's been leaking oil for a while, it's usually a disaster and you can't see anything. Like there's oil everywhere, so detecting a leak is really impossible. So I might even run to the store and pick up some leak detector dye and put that into the oil and see if I can't figure that out, because obviously making a mess in the driveway. This is leaking oil, that's leaking oil, and my truck is leaking oil. So I'm Exxon Valdez over here. I'm trying to not be. I got my XJ not leaking oil, and now I needed to do everything else, and hopefully that doesn't mean having to yank the engine and replace rear main seals or whatever. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully I can do it without having to do that much work. But anyways, yeah, so this is new car to the stable. I really like it. Another reason why we bought it is because my parents are going to be taking their car back, the little Spider over there, which has been super fun. Really been enjoying it, driving it. A little too cold right now to drive with the convertible much. Like today it's going to be raining a little bit later today, and it's like 50 degrees. So still driving it, just not as much. Needed something that was a little bit better in the winter, or for the cooler months and the super hot months, could hold more kids, and got good gas mileage. So that is where we're at. If you have any thoughts, comments, questions on this car, definitely comment down below. Thank you for watching. Hope you have an amazing day.